Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new pick a card for you guys today, and today we are asking the question, which Disney princess are you? So this is definitely going to be one of my more fun and lighthearted readings to do with you guys today. And that's basically just what we're doing. We're going to find out which Disney princess you are. If you are anything like me, you probably love Disney. You probably love, the Disney princesses and Disneyland or Disney World or, any of the Disney parks basically. And, it's kind of like just a fun piece of childhood basically. And all the Disney princesses kind of have their own unique individual personalities and stories. And, I feel like there are some Disney princesses that we might connect to a little bit more than others. And this might be a fun reading to see which one you may resonate with the best. And even if you don't wind up getting the princess that you typically think might be your princess, you might find some common things, some common ground that you have with a different Disney princess that you never thought of before. Maybe you'll be like, hey, now I got two that I resonate with, or something like that. So that's basically what we're doing here today. And I have 3 different piles for that. I couldn't really fit more than that because I'm going with Minnie Mouse ears, going along with the Disney theme, obviously. And I have a ton more I could have pulled out. But I can't fit all those onto my desk. So I got 3. Anyways, before I get into the pile introductions here for our little Disney fun related reading today, I just wanted to invite you guys to subscribe if you are not already subscribed, and to hit the notification bell, because when you do, you will be updated every time a brand new video goes up and anytime I go live. So I definitely welcome you to the Shadow and Shine family if you do decide to subscribe. And of course, welcome back to those of you who are returning subscribers, returning people. That's all fun and good. I'm very thankful to you guys. So yeah, and also, feel free to leave me a comment down below, interact with me and stuff. I definitely welcome that, the conversations. And also make sure that you thumbs up this video too, because that always helps me out. And even if I don't get back to your comments right away, I do read them, I do see them. Sometimes I'm just slow at responding to them. Life kind of takes over, but I do always eventually get to them at some point. So even if it is much later. Anyway, yeah, so I definitely invite you guys to do that. And I also want to let you guys know that I am open and available for private readings. So if you're interested in one of those, information for how those work and everything, what the current offerings are all down in the description box down below, as well as ways to contact me, my social sites, my email, all that good stuff. My Etsy shop is there too. There are some readings over on Etsy that you won't necessarily find in the current offerings listed in the description box. So you may want to head over to Etsy to check out some things too. And I have my own deck over there as well if you guys are interested in that. I'm not currently using that deck today in this reading because this is just a very Disney fun kind of reading. But if you're interested in pop culture kind of stuff, it may be something that would interest you. So anyways, yeah, that's basically all the 411 that you guys need to know. And now I'm going to go ahead and introduce the piles for you guys. So, like I said, we have 3 different piles. They're all Minnie Mouse ears from Disneyland. And pile number 1 is our rose gold ears group. I kind of have to hold the ears away, not go up close. Well, I guess I could go up close to the camera, but so you can get the full grasp of it, kind of hold them away a little bit. But this one's the rose gold ears. I remember these things were like selling like hotcakes. They were so popular when they first came out, especially with the rose gold backpack. When they first released that, it was like pandemonium trying to get a hold of one of those. The Loungefly version of their rose gold Minnie Mouse ears backpack, which I do have in one of my in a closet here. But this is actually the original version of the rose gold ears. There's like another version, a second version that they released later on, which I do not have the second version, but this is the original version, the first version they released. So rose gold is pile number 1. Pile number 2, our Disneyland Minnie Mouse ears. So these are obviously from Disneyland. They say it on there. And it says on here, the happiest place on earth on the side. And this is just kind of fuzzy because that's where I cut the tag off. Because the tag otherwise just sticks out and looks obnoxious and crazy and weird and is annoying. So, yeah, they're blue ears, they're sequined. And this one is pile number 2. Pile number 3 is actually princess related, funny enough. Pile number 3 is our Ariel Minnie Mouse ears. So we've got like the seashells, the purple seashells, like what Ariel wears. And there's like a red flower in the middle with like these little fake pearls all over it and everything. You know, the red flower is kind of like, you know, similar to her hair. And then of course we have like these green mermaid patterned ears. So this one is pile number 3. Now I don't know if that's going to actually be the Ariel pile. So just because you choose the Ariel ears doesn't mean you're going to necessarily get Ariel. I have not seen the results of these cards yet. So, you know, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. Could be Ariel. Maybe not. I don't know. But go ahead and pick the ears that click with you, that resonate with you the most, or the pile number, you know, 1, 2, 3, or, you know, if you pick by timestamp too. Timestamps are down below, of course, as well, so you can go directly to the pile that catches your eye, that clicks with you, that resonates with you the best. And we're going to go ahead and get started here with pile number 1, our rose gold ear group. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the rose gold ears, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out which Disney princess you are. All right, so let's see if I can prop these ears up over here. There we go. Okay, so we definitely have a lot of fun Disney themed cards for this reading. They're kind of all sticking together here too. Okay, so the first group of cards we're going to look at here. Now these are not actual oracle cards or tarot cards. These are just regular playing cards, you guys. Regular Disney princess playing cards that you may want to crack out with a little girl, basically, and play cards with. But they have all the Disney princesses on them, and I figured, hey, if we want to know which Disney princess you are, what better way to tell which Disney princess you are than by looking at the actual princesses? So, like I said, this is like a brand new type of reading, you guys. So it's new, just as new for me as it is for you. So we'll just kind of see what comes through and how we can put it together. So you guys have Jasmine, Cinderella, Aurora, and Ariel. So you guys got like 4 different Disney princesses here. No doubling up or anything like that. Aurora is the ace. Obviously, you know, A is also for Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. Ariel is a number 4, and Cinderella is a number 5, and Jasmine is a number 8. So maybe those numbers would have significance to you, the 8, the 5, or the 4. So, you know, sometimes certain synchronicities can have more meaning for some people than others. So maybe pay attention to 8s, 5s, and 4s if you're seeing a lot of those. And really, if any of these Disney princesses resonate for you, like I almost kind of feel like you could be a little bit of everybody in a sense. Like there's a little bit of everyone, you know. Sleeping Beauty, you know, I kind of see her as like, you know, maybe there is this part of you that you know may just want to take a nap or something like that during the day. But at the same time, I feel like you guys may be very hard workers, because Cinderella, obviously, she works hard. She does more than her fair share, obviously, taking care of the household, even though she shouldn't have to do that. But she's very responsible. But there also could be this part of you that, you know, maybe a little bit stubborn, a little headstrong, kind of like Ariel. Maybe you're musically inclined, musically talented. That could be a possibility too. And, you know, Jasmine, she's pretty headstrong as well. You know, she's a woman who knows what she wants, basically. A little spoiled, but, you know, for good reason. She's a princess. She's royalty, you know. But yeah, so I feel like you guys may have a little bit of everybody in you, which is funny. I was not expecting that to come through. But we're going to elaborate on this a little bit here by going into some of the Disney Villains Tarot. So I just got this deck, the Disney Villains Tarot, and I had been planning on doing a Which Disney Princess reading are you for a long time, but I didn't want to do it until I got this tarot deck, because I was like, oh my gosh, if there's any tarot deck I'm going to use, I want to use something Disney related, and obviously this one is Disney related, so we're probably going to get a little bit more information here. It may help us narrow down a little bit more of which Disney princess you could be out of these 4. So we have the Fool. We got the Fool for you guys. And that's from the Emperor's New Groove. We have a Cinderella card here, the Queen of Swords. The 5 of Cups, which looks like it could be maybe like a Little Mermaid kind of a thing, but it also looks kind of like traditional 5 of Cups in a little bit of a way too. We have Strength. Some of the crocodiles there. I think that's from Peter Pan. Oh, we have another Cinderella card coming through. You guys may be a little bit heavy on the Cinderella side then. We have the 6 of Swords. And you guys have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups coming through, which is also Peter Pan, because you can see Captain Hook's hat sitting there in the water. So I guess the crocodiles here from the Strength card must have gotten to him, is what it comes down to. But let's dive a little bit deeper into these tarot cards here and what exactly they may mean for you. So, like I said, you guys did get Cinderella, and you do have 2 Cinderella cards that came through. You have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords can sometimes be known as someone who is very icy. That doesn't mean that you guys are icy, though, at all. There may be someone in your life, like considering, you know, this is the Disney Villains deck here, and you do have 2 stepmother cards connected to Cinderella. It could be possible that there may be someone in your life who would be kind of like that evil stepmother type of character in your life. You could take that quite literally. Maybe you do have a stepmother that you don't get along with, that you're on bad terms with, that could be deemed as being evil, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be It could be just like a motherly figure in general. It could be like a female authority figure, maybe like a female boss or something like that. So, take it as it resonates. But there could be somebody in your life who kind of, fits that mold is kind of what I'm getting here, which may kind of make you feel like Cinderella in a sense, where it's like you're always having to work hard and that kind of thing. And it's probably because this person may be like the Queen of Swords. They may be kind of icy and cold towards you. The Queen of Swords is also somebody who, she's a queen of thoughts, basically, because that's what the swords represent. They represent like, mental energy. It represents our thinking, basically. So this could be someone who is very truthful and very honest, but their honesty may be a little harsh is what it comes down to. And, with the Six of Swords, once again, she just, it's just that very stern kind of figure, basically. So I do feel like there may be somebody in your life who may kind of be that stepmother, very stern kind of figure. Someone who's not exactly the easiest to deal with. So that definitely could be a possibility. So I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards Cinderella out of all of the Disney princesses of who you may be the most like. But there, like I said, there could be attributes from Jasmine, Aurora, and Ariel that you may have in you as well. Like, for example, we also have the Fool here. And obviously, there is no Disney princess in the Emperor's New Groove. But with the Fool, one thing that all four of these princesses do is all four of them take a risk at some point. Jasmine takes a risk on Aladdin because, he's not a prince, obviously. He's the street rat, pretty much, and she takes a risk on him. Cinderella takes a risk and she puts on the gown that the stepmother gives her, and she goes to the ball and she takes her shot at the prince, pretty much. Ariel, she makes a deal with the sea witch and, she becomes human, all for love and that kind of thing. So like I said, they all kind of take risks, they take risks and they jump in for love, basically. And I feel like you jump in for the things that you love in your life, whether it's for true love or just a love that you're passionate about, like your career or your family or your friends or whatever. Like, you are a risk taker. And I feel like you're someone who has a lot of strength. And, the Eight of Cups is traditionally about like walking away from something. It's traditionally about moving on from something. So I feel like, when negative things do come into your life, when toxic things do arrive in your life, that you do walk away from those things. It's kind of like you're the crocodiles and then, whatever the negative things are happening in your life, whether it's circumstances or people's, mean words towards you. Like, it could be mean words that you're getting from this stepmother figure in your life, basically. Negative thinking, beliefs that don't serve you, that kind of thing. Like, I feel like that's like the Captain Hook in your life. But you have the strength to overcome those things and to walk away from those things and move on from those things. So I feel like you're a very strong person who does that. And all the Disney princesses, they kind of have to be resilient like that, especially if they are going to make it to their happily ever after. And then as for the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups usually signifies, missed opportunities, disappointments, some things that, we just feel sad about, that we feel like we missed out on. But this card is not as sad as you think it is, though, because even though it usually means that, at the same time, there's still usually a couple of cups there that are still opportunities. So I feel like you're someone who's always able to look towards that next opportunity. Like, you've had disappointments, you've had setbacks. Once again, going back to Cinderella here, the biggest setback that she had in her life was her parents passing away. Her mom obviously died at childbirth basically, and her dad passed away after he remarried and everything, and that was the hardest thing for her, was losing her parents. That was definitely something that was missing in her life, that parental stability and love and family. But she overcame it. She saw the new opportunities that were available to her that she could, take advantage of by going to that ball and taking that risk. She could have stayed there cleaning the house forever and a day and doing all the chores and staying hidden and staying unseen, but she didn't do that. She was the fool. She took that risk. She went to the ball, and she made her dreams come true, basically. So, so I feel like you are definitely somebody who seeks out those possibilities, even though there's been setbacks, even though there's been disappointments, even though there's been things that have told you no, this isn't going to work anymore. You know that it still can. So, like I said, you guys, I feel like if anything, the biggest vibe I kind of get from this poll is that you guys are probably mostly Cinderella. So I'm going with Cinderella in this group. That if you chose the rose gold ears, you are probably most likely Cinderella. But like I said, there may be parts of Jasmine, Aurora, and Ariel that you may resonate as well. You could have been someone who came into here being I'm an Ariel girl, I'm an Ariel girl. That's kind of how I feel. I'm an Ariel girl without a doubt. But, that doesn't mean that you may not have a little bit of Cinderella in you as well. So that's kind of the gist that I get here for you guys. Finally, before I wrap up your reading, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little loving words from Jesus card, because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got the Comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He shall teach you all things. John 14:26. So this is basically just a reminder that, life is kind of like earth school in a sense. We're constantly learning, we're constantly evolving. But if you lean into spirit, you lean into source, you lean into the universe, you lean into God, basically, you're never going to be alone. And spirit is always going to be there to teach you new things. Now, I'm not going to say that these new things are going to be easy all the time. They can be a challenge, for sure. But, that's the beauty of being human. It's we're always learning. Even when we think we know it all, it's here comes that curveball, and it's oh, here's a new lesson, here's a new thing to know. So, so we're always learning, we're always growing. Anyways, I hope this message resonated and made sense for you. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just with a simple small emoji. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way, and so you guys know whenever I go live. You guys always get the first updates on everything that way. Also, like I said at the beginning of this video, private readings are open and available, so if you are interested in one of those, please let me know. Like I said, my contact information, my email, social sites, all that good stuff is in the description box down below. And, same for the current readings that I'm offering and my Etsy shop and, just all the 411 that you would need to know, basically. So I just want to thank you guys for stopping on by and hanging out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 2. if you chose these Disneyland Minnie Mouse ears, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out which Disney princess you are. All right, this is going to be fun because we have like basically all Disney themed cards happening here, you guys. So the first group of cards I'm bringing out are actually not oracle cards, and they're not tarot cards either. These are literal playing cards. Playing cards that you could sit down and play with like a little girl with. These is pretty much what they are. But they are Disney princesses, which is why I chose them to be a part of this reading. Because, you know, the Disney princesses themselves are literally on these cards. So they can be like quite literal in terms of giving you some information on which Disney princess may be the one that is you. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay these guys down and we'll start putting this all together and see what comes up for you. So you guys have, oh wow, you have Belle. And if we need to confirm a little bit more Belle, we have Belle. And we have, oh, what's his name? The little chameleon. I can't remember his name. Pascal from Tangled, which was literally on TV just earlier tonight. Actually, Beauty and the Beast was on just earlier tonight, too. I was watching Freeform earlier. Like, I just left the TV on, and Tangled was on. And after Tangled was Beauty and the Beast, which is funny enough. And we also have Rapunzel herself. So, I feel like this is a pretty clear message, you guys, that you are probably a combination of both Rapunzel and Belle. And it's kind of funny, too, because you guys also got the Joker. And with getting the Joker card, I feel like you guys probably have a pretty good sense of humor. You know, and obviously, if you're anything like Rapunzel and you have like a little chameleon lizard hanging around with you, basically, you kind of have to, you know, roll with the humor, basically, because, you know, that lizard's going to be blending into everything. So, yeah, so I feel like you guys probably have a pretty good sense of humor, having the Joker there as well. Now, as for the numbers you guys got with all these other cards, I haven't really paid attention to the suits. I guess you have, like, diamonds, and I don't know what this is, like a flower or something. I haven't really paid attention to that part. Like I said, I've just been mainly paying attention to what princesses are on here, but you guys have a 3, a 9, and a 2. So I'm just letting you guys know about the numbers because I know sometimes number syncs can be really important to people. So if you guys are seeing 2s, 9s, or 3s, definitely be on the lookout for that. That could just be simply confirmation from the universe that's being sent to you, you know, to let you know that you're on the right track, that you're doing the right thing, stuff like that. So anyways, but yeah, you guys got a pretty obvious message here that you got a combination here of Rapunzel and Belle. With the first group, I don't want to say it was a bumpy start, but it almost kind of felt like a bumpy start because they had such a variety. Like they had like a bunch of different princesses. So it was like, oh my gosh, you guys are like a little bit of everybody, like a little slice of everyone. But you guys definitely seem to be like just like this straight up combination of these two. So, you know, like with Belle, for example, you know, Belle is definitely a bookworm. She is a little bit more shy. She's reserved. She's very intellectual, definitely cerebral in that sense. You know, obviously somebody like Gaston would not be a good fit for her because, quite frankly, he does not have the brain capacity. You know, he likes the books with the pictures in them. Belle does not. You know, she's a smart girl. So you may be someone who could be a little bit shy, maybe a little bit reserved, a little introverted. You may be a bookworm, someone who likes to learn a lot. You may be someone who is basically like more on the book smart side, I guess you could say. So yeah, we got that for Belle. And then as for Rapunzel, I feel like Rapunzel may be a little bit more of like your outgoing side. It's like Rapunzel is kind of like the part that may even out the Belle part that could be a little bit more shy and reserved because she was ready to go out there and explore the world. Actually, both of them were in a sense. Because Rapunzel had definitely lived a very sheltered life and she just wanted to go out. She just wanted to go outside. Like, bottom line, it's like she was living in quarantine basically. She wanted to get out of quarantine. She wanted to get out of lockdown. And you may be someone who, even over the past couple of years, maybe you've really been desperate to just go outside. Just to go outside, just to not be in quarantine anymore, in a sense. So, but she definitely wanted to get out there and explore. But so did Belle in that sense because, she was kind of bored of the small little town that they were living in France. And, she wanted to go out there and explore the world and do big things. So you may be someone who, kind of has that explorer energy in them as well. Someone who, doesn't want to spend the rest of their life in just one place. You may be someone who has a little bit of wanderlust, someone who has a little bit of a travel bug as well. So, so if you guys really resonate with Belle or Rapunzel or both of them, you could be like this interesting combination of the two of them. We also have some cards from the Disney Villains Tarot deck. So I just got this deck recently. And I knew a while ago I wanted to do a Which Disney Princess Are You reading, but I didn't want to start it until I got this deck because I was like, well, if I'm going to use a tarot deck, this is the deck I should be using for this reading. So let's see what tarot cards you got to see how that plays into this whole Belle Rapunzel scenario. We have the Queen of Coins, the Hierophant, the Ace of Coins, the Moon. I was looking at the Roman numerals. I was like, what number is that? Oh my gosh. The Moon, the Six of Coins, and the Page of Coins. You guys got a lot of coins going on here. So, coins are basically pentacles, which pretty much is a representation of money. It's a representation of material goods, physical kind of stuff, basically, is what it comes down to. So with the Queen of Coins, I feel like this card is basically saying that you're probably the kind of person who is very stable, who's very secure, who's very reliable. I know that I don't remember which character she is. I know she's one of the bad guys, but like they're all the bad guys on these cards basically. But none of these are from Tangled or Beauty and the Beast, funny enough. But anyways, yeah. But usually the Queen of Coins, just in general as a whole, not necessarily Disney related, but she's usually someone who's very stable, solid, secure, reliable. She's able to wear multiple hats and kind of do everything. She's the mother, she's the lover, she's the business entrepreneur, and she's able to balance it all, is what it comes down to. And I definitely feel like, especially on the Belle side here, I feel like she could definitely handle that. Because like I said, she's smart. She's smart and she's savvy, so I feel like she's definitely someone who could be in that very grounded earth kind of energy like the Queen of Coins would be. Now, we also have the Page of Coins and the Ace of Coins. So, the Page of Coins is usually someone who is just like starting their journey in a sense when it comes down to money. And the Ace of Coins is also like a physical new beginning. So I feel like you may be someone who may kind of be at a point right now where you're kind of starting a new beginning somewhere in your life that's like quite literal physical. Because, like I said, once again, coins are a representation of something very much so, something that's tangible, something that's physical. Now, this could be financially related. You could be having like a new beginning somewhere in your life, like maybe in a new job, a new chapter in your career. Maybe you recently got promoted or got a raise, or you're starting a business. Maybe you're starting like to add on something new somewhere in your career. Maybe you're studying something new to help you in your career. But I feel like you're definitely someone who is having a new beginning somewhere, probably when it comes down to finances, money, and career-related connections. But you're definitely someone who can handle it because, like I said, you seem to be pretty grounded and stable. Now, you guys also have the moon. The moon is usually someone, or, well, not someone. It could be someone or something, but it's usually something that's a little bit more on the mysterious side. The moon normally represents what is hidden, what is unseen, the subconscious in a sense. It can also represent the divine feminine. Usually the sun represents the divine masculine, so the moon is the divine feminine, so it's definitely like a feminine kind of energy. Disney princesses, obviously, that's as feminine as you can get pretty much. So I feel like with this energy, the moon energy is kind of tapping in, I feel like, to like that Rapunzel side of you pretty much. Because, like I said, Rapunzel lived this very sheltered life up until she was able to, break free from the tower, obviously. And, her life, her entire existence was a mystery to her. She didn't know. She didn't know what all those lanterns were. She wanted to figure that out. She thought that they were just like these stars that magically appeared in the sky every year on her birthday. But she didn't know. She didn't know that she was royalty. She didn't know that she was a princess. She didn't know there was an entire kingdom that was looking for her. So this entire part of her life was hidden to her. It was unseen. So I feel like, there may be parts of yourself that you're still discovering, that you're still learning about yourself. Once again, I feel like this is definitely on the subconscious side. And I myself have been learning a lot about the subconscious lately, and it's complicated. I mean, there's a lot that we don't even know, even on a scientific level yet, when it comes down to the subconscious. Sometimes I wish we could just like do brain surgery to understand the subconscious or something. Because I'm like, if I have core beliefs in my subconscious that are screwing me up that bad, sometimes I'm like, I wish I could just have brain surgery to just like cut that part out and put in something new. Because trying to figure it out is like the most frustrating thing in the world. But there may be pieces of you that you're trying to understand and figure out in that same kind of direction, basically. But I feel like, you're persistent, you have your heart in the right place, you'll get there. You'll understand what those secrets are. You'll understand what those hidden parts are. Oh, you guys also have the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins is as well, which is like the Six of Pentacles. I forgot to mention that when we were going over all these coins, because you have Ace of Coins, Page of Coins, Queen of Coins, Six of Coins. I was like, I missed one of the coins. You guys have more coins than anything else going on here. So the Six of Coins, I can't even figure out which Disney villain this is in this deck. Like, do you guys know which one that is? I don't know. I don't know which one that is. I mean, anyone could be wearing a tie or a suit, right? But yeah, the Six of Coins is, oh, I'm trying to figure out exactly. Let me check the book on this one really quick, because it's all a little bit different, even from like regular tarot. Hold on one second, you guys. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys like an accurate thing here with that Six of Coins. Especially considering the picture doesn't really allude to much other than, hey, fancy suit. Oh, there's the moon. We just went through that. All right. Six of Coins. Here we go. Oh, okay. So the Six of Coins is basically talking about generosity in this deck specifically. So you're probably someone who is, which is kind of funny, they're talking about generosity in a villain's deck, but you're probably someone who's very generous is what it comes down to, which would make sense because most Disney princesses are. And you guys also have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a very spiritual card. It's, you know, someone who has very strong, very solid belief systems. You know, it's that spiritual side of yourself, someone who's very intuitive. So I do feel like you are someone who is intuitive and that you have strong beliefs. You know, kind of like what I said with the moon, there may be some hidden beliefs there that you're not even aware of. But, you know, it's like peeling the onion is what it comes down to. You know, peel the layers back. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool outcome there. But I would say overall, like I said, you guys, I feel like you're someone who, you know, like I said, is a very solid, stable, secure person. Someone who, like I said, may be heading into some new beginnings here in something very tangible in your life, financially, in your career, dealing with money, that kind of thing. And you're still learning a lot about yourself, and you know, between the Rapunzel cards, the Tangled cards coming out here, as well as the Belle cards from Beauty and the Beast, I would say your Disney princess is probably a combination of both Rapunzel and Belle. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, before I wrap this reading up for you guys, I wanted to give you a little 11 Words from Jesus card because, in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of God. Mark 4:11. So, yeah, you know, that's kind of funny. They're talking about the mysteries of the kingdom, and that kind of taps right back into that moon energy here of mysteries, the hidden, the unseen, basically. So I feel like you're definitely someone who, you know, kind of like what I mentioned earlier, is kind of like that adventurer, that explorer. You know, you want to get out there and discover new things, whether it's about things within yourself or how the world works or the mysteries of God, basically. But either way, like, I feel like you guys are in the process of unfolding a lot of mysteries and just things that are undiscovered and unknown. But I don't feel like these are like scary things that you're unfolding or discovering. I feel like, if anything, it's exciting, it's thrilling, it's exhilarating is what it comes down to. So I feel like whatever these new things are that you're discovering, whether it's about yourself or just the world around you, that these new things are only going to help you and, you know, help you step more into who you really are and ultimately live your best life. So hopefully this reading resonated and made sense for you. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you, even if it's just with a simple, small emoji. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. and also so you guys know whenever I go live, and basically whenever there are any new updates that wind up coming up. Also, you guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, private readings are open and available too, so if you are interested in one of those, there are ways to contact me as well. My social sites are down there, and so is my email address in the description box down below. And yeah, also my Etsy shop, like I said, that's there too. So all the 411, everything you need to know is right there. So anyways, I just want to thank you guys for stopping on by and hanging out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. So keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Ariel Little Mermaid Minnie Mouse ears, then this is going to be the reading for you to find out which Disney princess you are. Okay, we have all Disney related cards here for today's reading. So the first cards we're going to start out with here actually are not tarot cards, and they're not even oracle cards. These are just regular playing cards, but they are Disney princess themed. It's basically something that you can play with kids with, pretty much. But they quite literally have Disney princesses on them, so I figured what better way to get straight to the point and find out which Disney princess you are other than actual Disney princess cards. So that's what we're doing. That's what we got going on here. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and lay these down and we will find out which ones you guys got. So you guys have Snow White, Belle, Pascal from Tangled, and another Belle. I must have a lot of viewers who are tuning in lately who really must resonate with Belle, because Pile 2 had like half Belle as well, which is kind of funny. They had half Rapunzel as well, but you guys have a little bit of Snow White here, so your grouping is a little bit different from the last one. But I just find that interesting that Belle seems to very strongly want to come out. Anyways, so like I said, you guys have Pascal here from Tangled, which would be Rapunzel's movie. And you also have the Joker here, the Joker card. So, you know, I kind of take that as, you know, you guys probably have a pretty good sense of humor. So that's definitely a good thing. There may be a little bit of Rapunzel kind of aspects you might have. Now you have two Belle cards here, and they're both the number 2 and 2. Funny enough. So, you know, usually when I think of Belle, I think of somebody who is shy, reserved, someone who's definitely more of a bookworm, someone who's book smart, someone who's highly intellectual is what it comes down to. She may not be like the most street savvy gal, but she's definitely very intellectual, very smart. Like obviously Gaston was into her, but she was not into Gaston at all because he was the kind of guy who reads books with pictures. Like she doesn't want that. She wants someone who like actually like uses his mind a lot. Definitely a lot of that mental energy there. So you may have some qualities that are similar to Belle. I would say quite strongly, considering there are 2 of hers. And you also have Snow White, and Snow White is the number 6 here in this deck. And, you know, Snow White is very sweet too. Like, I always think of Snow White as like the most damsel in distress out of all of the Disney princesses. I don't know why, but she's just like the most damsel in distress to me. I also think of someone, who's obviously very fair skinned, because she is Snow White. She has that name because she's very fair, basically. So even just in terms of like a physical appearance, you could be somebody who maybe is like very fair skinned, but you may have darker hair. It doesn't necessarily have to be as dark as Snow White. You could be a brunette, like Belle, basically. But yeah, I see Snow White kind of a little bit in that shy, reserved kind of energy, um like Belle. But Belle has a little bit more gusto to her because she does want to go out and explore the world and be a little bit of an adventurer. Snow White is a little bit more like, rescue me, save me. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that there may be a part of you that may kind of enjoy being swept off of your feet in a sense. But considering we have a 6 and we have 2 2s here, as I've basically told everybody when they have had their cards pulled here, that you may want to be on the lookout for 6s and basically 2s for you guys, just because those could be number syncs that may be coming in for you that simply may have a message for you that you need to know. Just a way to kind of like confirm things for you guys, let you guys know that you're on the right track with stuff. So I also have some cards here from the Disney Villains Tarot deck, and I had been planning on doing a Which Disney Princess Are You pick a card for a while now, but I didn't want to officially do it until I got these cards in my hands, because I was like, if there is any tarot deck I want to use for a Disney princess related reading, it needs to be Disney themed. It needs to be Disney related. And obviously I have these cards and that's great, but I was like, oh my gosh, tarot cards to add on to it that's Disney? Perfect. Chef's kiss. Mwah. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lay these down and see how these kind of connect to this whole Belle, Snow White, Rapunzel thing we got going on here. You guys have the King of Coins, the Devil, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Hermit. So I'm going to start out here with your Hermit card. So the Hermit is usually someone who goes within. They're usually going within because, they're just basically exploring things within themselves is what it comes down to. It's a time to just kind of be reflective and be introspective. And, perspectives can change, obviously, too, when you are in that hermit mode. It's just a time, in a sense, to kind of do self-care. And like I was saying earlier, especially, with Belle here, she is more introverted, basically. She is definitely someone who would internalize things more than being like super extroverted and external about stuff. So you may be someone where simply going into hermit mode comes naturally for you, where it's probably very easy for you to go into hermit mode and just kind of take care of yourself and go within and, do those necessary things, which is important. I mean, like for me, I'm the exact opposite. I am not an introverted person. I am definitely very external in a lot of my energy. So when it comes to like going into hermit mode, that's hard for me. That's really hard. When people tell me to go within, I want to scream. But for you guys, it may be the exact opposite. This may be like your comfort zone, your comfort level, and you're like, yes, like time for just me, myself, and I, like my own space and away from people and that kind of thing. So you may be someone who really embraces and enjoys that time of like self-care on your own, going within that kind of thing. So we also have, and this is kind of interesting, like for the past other two piles, a lot of what was coming through was more so about like them and who they are as a person and kind of like how they see the world and that kind of thing. But funny enough for you guys, I am picking up some love related stuff that may be coming in for you guys. And the reason why I say that is, number one, you guys have the King of Coins. And the King of Coins usually represents a dude who basically has it all together. He's solid, he's stable, he's reliable, he's secure, he's a good dad, he's a good provider, he's a good partner, a good husband, a good entrepreneur, boss, business person. He's able to hold down the fort and do all those things pretty much. So I feel like there could be a guy in your life, your own Prince Charming or Beast or however you want to put it, but there could be a guy in your life who could have that kind of stable, secure, solid energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be love related. It could be a different male figure. It could be a father figure. It could be a best friend. It could be a brother. It could be an uncle. It could be a lot of different things. But I do feel like for a lot of you guys, this is probably somebody who is a love interest, because I know that stuff, it just likes to come in. Like I don't plan it to come in, but it's like, hello, I have to pop in my head. I'm a love situation and I want to say my piece. So if it wants to say its piece, I'm going to let it say its piece. Now, the reason why I feel like it's probably love related for most of you is this Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is about partnership. It's usually about a love situation that is a partnership. And obviously, these Disney princesses, they have their princes. Snow White has Prince Charming. Belle has the Beast. And even, we have Pascal here, but Pascal is basically representing Rapunzel, and Rapunzel has Flynn Rider. So, they all have their dudes, is what it comes down to. So I feel like there's probably a dude for you too. Even if you don't have a dude on the radar, there's probably one that is out there for you. The way I kind of look at it as if you exist, they exist. So he's out there. Even if he's not currently in your life right now, he is out there. Now, Two of Cups could possibly be partnership in terms of just like a friend or something like that. But like I said, I feel like it's most likely a love thing. Sorry about that with the yawning. I'm recording this while it's late, so and pardon the yawn. Now you guys also have the Devil here, and the Devil usually represents karma, unfortunately. It represents unfinished business, things that need to be wrapped up and things that need to be cleared. And even if you do have like the most amazing King of Coins in your life who has it all together and who is like the best guy for you, that doesn't mean that there's never any karma. That doesn't mean that he is a karmic and that it's a toxic situation and it's a bad situation. But there could be issues that may arise from time to time, and there could be things that may need to be cleared up every once in a while. So I feel like, it's probably just indicating the fact that you probably do have some karma in this lifetime that you need to clear up, that you need to take care of. But I do feel like your King of Coins is probably also the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is someone who comes in and delivers a truth to you. They come in swiftly, they come in quickly. Sometimes their truth is a little bit harsh because it's, that swords energy. Swords are definitely much more forthright and forthcoming than, like the Cups, who may kind of like glaze over things and sugarcoat stuff. But the swords don't do that. The swords will cut to the truth, basically, right off the bat. So I feel like this person, does come into your life swiftly and quickly when they do arrive, to share with you their heart, to share with you what's on their mind. And there may be a part of you yourself who may even be a little bit like this. When you're interacting with other people, you yourself could be someone who may come in swiftly and quickly and express your truths to people. So that could be the case as well. But like I said, I do feel like that's love related because you guys also have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands can sometimes come across as like a little phallic symbol. But, the Ace of Wands here is also about passion. It's about a fiery, passionate new beginning. And I feel like passionate new beginnings are definitely happening for you. And like I said, I feel like for most of you guys, it's love related because we got that King of Coins and we've got that Two of Cups. So I feel like there could be a prince in your life that you may be having a passionate new beginning with, pretty much. But like I said, take it as it resonates. It also could be a passionate new beginning in anything for you. Just anywhere where you feel lit up on the inside, anywhere where you feel excited about life. That could be in your career, that could be in a new hobby, in a new interest. It could be in a lot of different things in your life. So take it where it resonates with this passion and fire. But I do feel like you guys have passion and fire. Like Belle, for example, she was obviously very fiery and very passionate about books, about reading, about learning. So you could be someone who is fired up in that kind of way about intellectual kind of things like Belle. But like I said, simply because we have these other cards here that correlate with like the King of Coins and the Two of Cups, I do feel like there's like this love connection that is involved, which doesn't surprise me because they're Disney princesses, and to every Disney princess there's usually a prince. So yeah, but that's pretty much what I see happening for you guys. So you guys definitely seem to be a combination of a little bit of Rapunzel, a little bit of Snow White, and quite a bit of Belle. So like I said, I don't know what it is with my viewers because the past two piles, there's been a lot of Belle. Apparently, I have a lot of people who might really resonate with Belle, which is cool. I mean, Belle is awesome, Anyways, so before I wrap up this reading, I wanted to share with you guys a loving words from Jesus card because in my opinion, a Bible verse a day helps keep the bad vibes away. And you guys got, according to your faith, be it unto you. Matthew 9:29. So basically this card is talking about having faith, that pretty much your life is going to turn out the way that it's going to turn out based upon what you believe, what your faith is invested in. If your faith is invested in crappy things, if you are believing in the worst, you're going to see the worst. If you're believing in the best, you're going to see the best. So, obviously, preference would say, try to believe in the best. And whenever I see this card, the other really interesting thing that I always think of when I see this card too is I always think of like the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands traditionally in the tarot is like, the guy is waiting for the ships to come in basically, and Jesus is sitting here and there's this, boat out there and he's waiting for that boat to come in, and the fishermen, they're doing the fish thing and all that. And, his fingers like pointing out there to the boat basically. So it's like having faith in a sense, waiting for that ship to come in. So trust that the good stuff is coming in for you. Trust that it's coming in and you will see all that good coming into your life. All that fiery new passion, that love, all that good stuff that you want. So anyways, that's basically what I have for you guys. If the message did not flow, of course, just let it go. But if it did make sense, please let me know and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. even if it's just with a simple small emoji. And please give this video a big thumbs up. That definitely helps me out a lot. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know of future videos when they are on the way. And also so you guys know whenever I go live, because whenever I go live, you guys will be notified of that, as well as any other update as it comes in. And yeah, so once again, you guys, just like I said at the start of this reading, private readings are open and available. So if you are interested in one of those, just let me know. My social sites, my email address, all that good stuff is in the description box down below, as well as current offerings for readings and my Etsy shop. So all the 411 that you need to know is right down there below. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, and I want to thank you guys for stopping on by and hanging out here with me for a little bit today. It definitely warms my heart and means the world to me. Keep sparkling. I'm sending you lots of hugs and much love.